Determine the proper door jamb thickness and material by measuring the damaged jamb and matching or slightly exceeding its dimensions with solid wood stock for strength and compatibility. Start by carefully removing any remaining trim and measuring the existing jamb at multiple points for width, thickness, and reveal to capture warping or compression from the kick-in. Use a tape measure and a straight edge to record the face width, stop thickness, and the rabbet depth where the door sits. Write down 3 measurements across top and bottom and average them. If the jamb is softwood and crushed, plan to replace with at least 1/2 inch thicker stock than the average measured thickness to allow for planing and fitting, but keep the door bevel and hinge mortises in mind so the door swings correctly. Prefer solid hardwood or dense softwood such as oak, poplar, or clear pine for the replacement because these woods resist splitting at hinge and strike locations. Avoid hollow or finger-jointed stock where security and nail holding matter. When cutting a new jamb, use a table saw or miter saw to rip to final width and a router with the appropriate rabbet bit to cut the doorstop and hinge mortises. Mark hinge locations from the door and transfer them to the new jamb to ensure alignment. Before installation, dry fit the jamb with shims and check plumb and reveal, then pre-drill for screws at hinge and strike plates to prevent splitting and use long structural screws through the jamb into framing at the strike for added resistance. 3 common mistakes are relying on nominal lumber sizes that do not match the actual jamb thickness, which causes gaps and improper hinge alignment. Fix this by measuring the actual thickness and adjusting with ripped filler strips or selecting lumber cut to the measured dimension. Another error is using low density or hollow stock that will not hold screws or resist forced entry. Remedy that by choosing solid wood and reinforcing the strike area with a steel plate or longer screws into framing. A third issue is not accounting for warped or out of square framing, so the jamb is forced and the door binds. Prevent that by shimming to transfer load to framing, checking plumb at both jamb legs and the head, and trimming the door edges if necessary for a clean, even reveal. We run BigHomeProjects.com to connect homeowners and contractors around projects like jamb replacement, helping people find local professionals and giving contractors visibility to win work that fits their skills. We also host an active discussion community where users share photos, advice, and tips so we can all learn from real project experiences.